Hey guys, are you looking for a turkey alternative? Well, let me show you how to make my pollo horneado al pastor. That's so easy to make, and because it's a very special recipe to me, I make sure to include it in the festive feast section of my new cookbook that will be out in January 20th. So if you're ready, let's get started. Alrighty guys, so here I already have all of my ingredients. As always, they will be listed in the description box. So with that being said, let's begin prepping. Okay guys, so we're going to begin by making our adobo sauce. So to a small saucepan, add your 6 clean New Mexico or Guajillo chile pods, along with the 3 chile ancho, 1 Roma tomato, and because I like my adobo sauce to be a little spicy, I like to add chile de árbol. But now we're just going to cover them with water, set it over medium-high heat, and bring it to a boil. Alrighty, and as soon as it comes to a boil, now we're just going to transfer it to the blender cup. Alright, so now we can get ready to make our adobo sauce. To the blender cup, we're also going to add half an onion, 3 garlic cloves, 2 bay leaves, 2 ounces of achiote paste, 1/4 of a cup of oil, 1/4 of a cup of apple cider vinegar, 3/4 of a cup of pineapple juice, 3/4 of a cup of orange juice, along with 2 whole cloves, 1 tablespoon of salt, black pepper, paprika, oregano, thyme, and ground cumin. And here I also like to add a little bit of honey, just to balance it all out. And now we're just going to be blending until smooth. Alrighty, and once we have it, here you're going to taste it for salt and see if you need to adjust it. And if it's a little too spicy, you can always add a little bit more honey or throw a little pieces of the pineapple. But now that we have that, we're going to be reserving 1 cup, and the rest we're going to pour it on our chicken. Alright guys, so here I already have my chicken. Okay, just going to make sure that it is completely dry, so make sure to pat it. Okay, once we have it, we're just going to transfer it to a bowl. And here we're going to separate the skin from the breast. Okay. Just like that. And now we're going to get ready to cover it in a marinade. Make sure to add it between the skin and the breast. Just pour it. And make sure to add it to the cavity as well. Okay, massage the marinade. And cover the whole chicken. Make sure that the chicken gets covered in the marinade. So once we have it, I'm just going to wrap it. And now just cover it, place it in the refrigerator, and allow it to marinate overnight or for at least 8 hours. Alright guys, and once our chicken has marinated, we're going to remove it from the fridge and allow it to come to room temperature. Here I have my chicken ready. So now we're just going to uncover it. And let me tell you, that smells delicious. This is what the chicken looks like. Now here, I'm going to get ready to stuff it. So I'm going to be adding some orange slices, some fresh thyme, garlic, and of course, some onion. So just make sure that it is nice and stuffed. Okay. And at this point, you also want to make sure that your oven's preheating at 350 degrees. Now here we're going to be wrapping its little legs with some twine. So just grab it. Wrap it around. And now that we have it, we're just going to transfer it to our prepared baking dish. Okay, in the baking dish, I just layered it with some pineapples. So just add your chicken and make sure to tie back the wings. Alright, now here we're just going to cover it with foil. And just kind of create a little tent. And now we're just going to place it in the oven and allow it to roast for 30 minutes at 350 degrees. Alrighty guys, so after 30 minutes, this is what our chicken is starting to look like. So now we're just going to be basting it with the reserved marinade. And we're going to repeat this step every 30 minutes until our chicken has reached an internal temperature of 160 degrees. Okay, so after the last 30 minutes of roasting the chicken, you're going to remove the foil. But here, my chicken is done, so now we're just going to allow it to rest for 15 minutes. Alrighty guys, and after 15 minutes, transfer your chicken to your serving plate. And now we can get ready for the best part, and that's cutting into it. Now, of course, you can always serve it as in tacos, or just serve it with a side of all your favorite side dishes. But I am so ready. Let me tell you. Just look at that. And just look at that, you guys. It's super juicy, so flavorful. Honestly, I hope you give this recipe a try and enjoy it just as much. Cheers and enjoy. Seriously? Perfect. It's not too sweet, it's not too spicy. It's very enjoyable. So if you have little ones, you'll be able to enjoy it as well. And I truly hope you enjoyed this recipe. And as always, if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you guys can be part of our family. And if you enjoyed this recipe, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. I'll see you guys on the next one.